What's your shovel for?
Paddling.
You were right. You're the real outfitter.
Yeah.
I
like brought one paddle, so.
I like this weather.
Love it. It's good for nothing.
So we got a short little paddle across this pond here to the bait, and Adam's gonna come pick me up after. We just gotta head over right across the way. We got a beaver to throw in the pile and some buns, and bear's been coming in pretty steadily around 8 o'clock, so if you're here nice and early, I'll be nice and soaked by the time we're done. Alright guys, so this is day number 5 on our spring bear hunt. I just want to do a really big shout out to Adam Craig Outdoors. He's basically put this hunt together from scratch. Although it was a team effort, we had Jeremy, one wildcrafter, supplying some bait. But Adam's really been putting this thing together. He's been baiting this site for about 4 weeks now, including the week I've been up. So he's been baiting. It's kind of an interesting thing about baiting bears. A lot of people are thinking it's cheating and it's unfair. I might say, well, you know, you bait for fish. It's not any different. Like a fish has a choice to bite a bait, a bear has a choice to come into a bait site or not. But not only this, a bear is almost impossible to hunt in the boreal forest in the north here. To sneak up on a bear is almost impossible. Bears, black bears in particular, are very shy of people, and they stay away from people in urban areas. You know, we hear lots of stories about bears coming into the city and getting into the garbage and barbecues, but that's not the norm. We have a very healthy and strong population of bears, up over 50,000 in Ontario alone. They're not in any danger. I think the misconception that people have is that bears are cute and cuddly because we see them on displayed that way in cartoons, but bears are very far from cute and cuddly. They would not hesitate to protect their cubs by destroying a human. They won't afford the same kind of sympathy that the general population affords bears. And if we're trying to live off the land, making use of big game animals as part of the game, it's simply not feasible to go from squirrel to squirrel, from hare to hare, eating insects or even fish without getting the big animals. And that's really how humans have made it a go of inhabiting all these areas. And maybe you think, well, humans aren't worthy of living on this planet because, you know, we're born as original sinners because we hunt and we understand the difference between killing and not killing. But if you eat any sort of meat, I'm not sure how you rationalize in your head that it's okay to kill a cow or a chicken and it's not okay to kill a bear, a deer, or a moose. Maybe you think those are wild animals and they should be left alone. But my stance on hunting big game and bears in particular is that they've lived an excellent free life, a natural life in the wild, much better than a domesticated animal such as a cow or pig or any other animal, a chicken, cooped up in a cage their entire lives. So bears are free to roam, they're free to come and go as they please, and they might experience a small moment of pain, shot from a bow or from a gun, but that pales in comparison to the kind of death they might experience in the wild, and also the kind of treatment they would be exposed to before they die in a slaughterhouse. So if you're going to be the type of person who rationalizes that it's okay to kill at all, then you should find a place in your mind for hunting wild animals. So back to the hunt, I'd like to explain that baiting bears is not something that makes it a guarantee. I'll be on my 25th hour by the end of tonight, sitting in the stand, staring at a bait pile, And like I say, there's not really any other way to do it as far as hunting in Northern Ontario for bear. So while baiting is something that helps tip the odds in the hunter's favor, they don't necessarily guarantee it. So I'm going to sit here for the last light. I want to again thank Adam Craig for putting this together. This is on his land. He's chauffeured me from his house back and picked me up at the end of the night every day for 5 days. He's also put in the 3 weeks legwork, and he's been collecting bait from Jeremy and bringing the bait out for 3 weeks. So I'm not paying Adam to do that. Adam's not paying me anything to say it, and Adam's not an outfitter. But you know, if I was to hire him as an outfitter, I would be very happy with my so-called service. But as a fellow YouTuber and as somebody who is an outdoorsman and is interested in hunting and fishing in the outdoors, it's sort of a camaraderie, and you know, people like us stick together. So hopefully there's some way I can repay Adam, and be nice to get a bear and get some chops on the ground, but that's unfortunately how things go. So if you're not already looking at some clips of the hunt, I'll bring you through that briefly, and you never know, things might turn. But it's been 7 days since the bait's been hit, which it's been, like I said, it's been hit regularly for 4 nights in a row. I came up on the 5th day of it being hit, and it wasn't hit that day, and then it wasn't hit the 6th day all the way through till today. So in total, it's been left untouched, molested by any bear for 7 days now. So the chances of something happening tonight is slim to none, and we might speculate as to why that happened, but bears have a very large home range, somewhere between 25 and 125 square kilometers, which is a very long range. It's from basically from North Bay, which is near where I am right now, all the way to Sudbury, and so that bear could be long gone by now. It might also have been taken by another hunter, or somebody might have shot it as a nuisance bear because it ended up in somebody's backyard. And we might claim that, you know, we don't need to hunt in order to you know, protect us and our people and where we live, and we're encroaching on a bear's territory, but that's not the case. Humans and bears have coexisted for a long time, so it's when it comes as far as living off the land, it's about dominance, and either you're alive and dominant over other species, or you're you know, part of the food chain, and maybe you wish death upon me. I've had several people comment that I should die because I killed a hare. I think that obviously that's going a little bit in the extreme, but you know what, nature is going to have its way with me too, just like it's going to have its way with you, no matter what you eat. Even if you're a vegetarian, at the end of your life, an animal is going to eat you, and it's going to eat you without any remorse. And that might be something like a beetle or a bug or a worm, or it could be, you know, a bear. Just the same, a bear might sneak back on me right now, and 2 seconds later I'm dead, and I'm being fed to squirrels and raccoons and bear food. So that's just a part of a life on the planet. It's a circle, and we fit in it, and whether you like it or not, you fit in that circle too. And one day you'll be food for something else, just as lots of animals produced are food for you. So without rambling on too much, I'm going to go bait the site. I have some hare intestine, so I'm going to spice up the bait with something extra odorous today. Hopefully that tips in the favor, but if not, this is the end of the hunt. And I did my best. Adam will keep watching the bait, and if it gets hit again, he'll be out here trying his luck. So anyway, I'd like to thank Adam, and I'd like you to visit his channel. I'll provide a link in the bottom. So Adam Craig Outdoors, thank you very much for all your help. Thanks for your patience and your graciousness and your hospitality and all those good things. This is day 2. Yesterday it rained for about 5 hours. Was that for 5 hours yesterday? 4 or 5? Rained the entire time, didn't see anything. The bait hasn't been hit for 3 days now? Well,
yeah, since Saturday.
3 days yesterday. If it's not hit today, it'll be the 4th. So hopefully we got some action today. Adam's gonna do a honey burn. We've got some more bait just in case. Just paddling across the pond here right now. It's a lot nicer day. Today's just partial cloud. Tomorrow's going to be sunny. So a lot more pleasant conditions. I'm going to sit another 4 or 5 hours tonight. The bear's been coming in at 8 p.m., which is fairly early because it gets dark at our sunset's 9. So that's plenty of time, plenty of shooting left. Are you excited?
I'm
A
excited.
little bit of anticipation, eh?
It was better when the leaves weren't here. You could see right through. You could almost stand on the rock over there and look.
Well, let's go have a look then.
Let's go have a peek. No. Nothing yet. Probably some birds and squirrels. Well, we'll do a honey burn, and that should really flood the area with honey smell. That's just methyl hydrate, just 99% pure alcohol. The alcohol will just wick up through the fiberglass on the outside, and it acts like kind of like a candle.
So what's the idea behind this?
Well, when you start to boil off the excess water and the honey, you'll start to get a smoke after a while. Not quite ready. And the smoke will just go through the bush, and it'll just stick to everything. It just creates a big cloud. So that'll just sit like that, and
That attracts the bears.
yeah, it'll start to really boil up. Maybe just slide it down a little bit.
So it's more for the scent.
Yeah, it just puts off a big cloud.
Just in the canoe now, heading back.